This video is going to talk about some of the ways we can use clear expectations for the personal project to create a culture of thinking in our school. When we think about expectations, what we're really thinking about is certain rules or instructions that help students to change their behaviour, a rubric to complete a successful task, or changing the language around personal projects so they know the focus is on learning. Often when we hear the word expectations in school, it's because a rule has been broken, and often expectations are just a list of things not to do. However, the aim of our school is not to have students that follow a certain dress code or who don't chew gum. The aim of our school is to have lifelong learners, so we should change our expectations to reflect that learning is the most important thing about coming to school every day. The personal project also has a similar aim. It's about creating lifelong learners by giving them an independent project on a topic of their choosing that they work on for almost a year. When starting a long-term project like the personal project, students simply think they have a goal and they just work slowly towards completing that goal. However, the reality is their research changes things, as unexpected events happen. It can be a completely different journey to what they're expecting. However, giving them expectations and clear deadlines and stopping points throughout the process is really going to help them to get from A to B. It's already built into the personal project that the focus is on learning. The way they write the report and the way they work through the project focuses on investigating, planning, taking action and reflecting. They also talk about all their 5 approaches to learning throughout the report and throughout the project, and they have a process journal which leads to their product, and then they have a report where they reflect on their learning throughout this process. Sometimes it can be easy to just give students the information they need to be successful, so for example a personal project handbook and a deadline, but we also need to give expectations, and at AIS there's a number of ways we do that. This includes giving them short-term deadlines throughout the process, which also includes checklists which help them to make sure they know they're on track. We can have built-in reflection throughout, particularly focusing on their approaches to learning. We show them examples of process journals, reports and finished products. We build in time for them to assess on their own work and learning and for them to help students. There's also a focus on independence with students leading the project, and we have a lot of support from our grade 11 who act as mentors, who talk about their learning to the students in current grade 10, and also students attend the exhibition at the end of grade 9 so they can see what's expected of them. Throughout the whole process, our focus and the language we use focuses on learning and the process over the product. I love the quote, "When a teacher creates a learning-oriented environment, the focus is on the learning, and the work is simply a means to an end." Hopefully students feel very similar with the personal project. It is the culminating project of the MYP, but it's not an exam that asks them questions about things they've studied for 5 years. It's where they bring all those important learning skills together to complete their independent project. The best thing that you can do to support our grade 10s is to ask them about their learning. Ask them if they've learned anything that surprised them, ask them how they're developing as a learner, ask them what skills they want to use for the DP of the future. If you focus on the learning, I focus on the learning, students will see that the expectation is to become a stronger learner throughout this process.